Hello everybody and welcome back to Games for Dads. Okay, it's a brand new week, a brand new league and a brand new deck with all those super cool new cards that came out today. We are doing a Under the Microscope League deck. I've played a few different versions of this and this is probably the one I most prefer out of probably 6 or 7 different ones that I've done. Anyhow, let's have a look at the deck. The first card up is a limited epic card, the Door to Hell, 3 for 40. On the draw, your cards in hand burn 50 until played and gain plus 50 at this turn. Don't forget this week's league is only 10 energy, so low cost cards in this deck. Next one, Cockatrice. He is a mythical creature, 2 for 27. On the return, an opponent's random card in hand locks for 2 turns. Hopefully we can disrupt some people's rotation with that one. Dwarf, another mythical creature, 3 for 0. On the play, your cards in hand gain plus 15 and your opponent's cards in hand lose minus 15 at this turn. Pretty cool card. I do like that one. Moving on, this is a great card, Microplasma. 2 for 15, a limited rare. On the play, the card opposite this loses minus 50 power and costs minus 2 energy permanently. If you can hit some of those big hitting cards with that, you are in for a treat. E. coli, let's hope we don't get that. 1 for number 8, or 1 for number 8, 1 for 8. Epic limited. On the play, if played in either the left or right slot, your science cards in hand gain plus 8 permanently. And like Microplasma, that is also a Under the Microscope card. That's the second one. Here's the third one, Neutrino, 0 for 0. This is really useful this week. On the return, your remaining cards in hand cost minus 3 energy until played. Great card. Limited legendary, that one. Archaea. Another Under the Microscope card, 4 for 36, quite cheap to play as well. It's an epic limited. On the play, if played in the left or the right slot, your science cards in hand gain 18 at this turn and next. Quite a nice little buff, that one. The Zombie and Fungus. Nice. 4 for 44. On the play, if your deck contains 4 or more ant cards, which it doesn't, unfortunately, you would gain plus 30 and lose minus 1 energy for 3 turns. But he will get all these cool Under the Microscope buffs, and he is Under the Microscope card as well. Hydra, great card this one. Try and lose the turn with this one if you can. You'll get a little extra boost, because on the return, if you lost the turn, your remaining cards in hand gain plus 30 until played. Another limited epic, that one, 6 for 50. Very cool. What's next? The Scarlet Elf Cup. If played next to any mythical creature card, you're Under the Microscope and funky fungi cards, wherever they are, gain plus 26 until played. Well, we got 2 mythical creatures, so hopefully we should get the rotation good with that one. Good card though. Lichin, another Under the Microscope card, 1 for 5. On the play, if your deck has exactly 3 Under the Microscope cards, your funky fungi cards, wherever they are, gain plus 30 until played. Well, we don't, but vice versa. We do have 3 funky fungi cards. Really cool. Nice boost, that one. Microscope, 7 for 70. On the play, you're Under the Microscope cards, wherever they are, gain plus 26 until played. That card fits in absolutely lovely. Quite expensive, that one. But you should have no problems if you are not up against a Drain deck. Drain deck's horrible this week, but you can struggle through with this deck. Next one, another funky fungi, Funeral Bell, 5 for 50. Should all know this card. On the draw, your other cards in hand lose minus 10 at power until played. On the play, your opponent's cards in hand lose minus 40 power this turn. And on the return, 4 random cards in your opponent's deck lose minus 10 permanently. Good card. The Pyrolobus Fumari. There we go. Perfect pronunciation. 4 for 40. Limited legendary. On the start, if this card is burning at the start of the turn, you're Under the Microscope cards, wherever they are, gain plus 5 permanently. We obviously want to hold that, and I think we've got 10 Under the Microscope cards, so when he starts burning, and we're going to use Door to Hell to burn him up, see a few people playing Eternal Flame and other ones, but my preferred option is the Door to Hell, but your cards will get plus 5 permanently, or Under the Microscope cards will get plus 5 permanently at the start of each turn. So you obviously want to hold him as long as you can and use him at the end to try and win the game. Moving on, the Bitter Oyster. Another funky fungi. This is the third one on the play. 4 of your random funky fungi cards. Well, we've only got 3, so all 3 of them are going to get this boost wherever they are. Gain plus 46 until play. That's a really cool boost. Unfortunately, it's 7 for 56, so quite high energy cost. But if you can get him close to Neutrino, then you might have a little chance. The Oakville Blobs. I haven't seen anybody else playing this one, only me at the moment. It's a great card. I see a lot of people playing the paleontology version, but I prefer this one if you can get the rotation right, because he's only 3 for 31. But on the play, you're under the microscope cards wherever they are, gain plus 23 this round. So if you get him out the first turn of the round and you know all your microscope cards are coming, he is a much, much better option in my opinion. And then we got 2 more to finish off with. The Blob, another under the microscope card, 7 for 63. On the play, if played in the left slot, which is where I normally play him, you're under the microscope cards in hand, gain 12 permanently, 12 power that is. If played in the middle slot, gain plus 20 power for 3 turns. And if played in the right slot, for every funky fungi card in your hand, this card gains plus 20 this turn. I have played him a couple of times in the right, but normally I go for the left option with this deck. And the last one, Stentor, another limited legendary, 2 for 6, so quite cheap to play again. On the draw, for every 2 under the microscope cards in your deck, you're under the microscope cards wherever they are, gain plus 4 until play. So you've got 10, so you will get 4 times 5. So that should be 20 buff from Stentor until played. Okay, let's go and check it out in this week's league. Like I said, I've played a few different versions. I've come up against this deck a few times as well because of all those new cards in the store today. I think everybody is checking it out. It's a good deck, certainly this week, because there is also an arena boost for under the microscope of 100 for each of those cool green cards. Also, loads of people playing Drainflation, Inflation, horrible decks out there this week. Let's see if we can get a game going. We are looking, see if we can get up to 2 shields. Taco Wusu. Nice to see you, Taco. Okay, here we go. Right. So rotation not too bad with this deck, really. You obviously do want to try and get that Oakville Blobs at the start of a round. And there is Neutrino. That's pretty good. 98. Ooh. Okay, I've also seen quite a few people playing this deck. Exciting Explorers or Exploration, whatever it's called. It's a good deck, actually. They've been doing quite well with it. So this deck is quite low to start off with. Where is the arena? Oh, round 5 is the arena boost. Oh, okay, let's try and get to round 5. We might not, actually. We are in the lead, 183. So I've put Oakville Blobs there in the first box, so he will come round at the beginning of round 3. So we get the full round benefit from him. And we've got Dwarf, Scarlet Cap, and let's do that one, 159. Oh, he only played 1 card. I didn't realise that. What are you up to, Taco? He must be struggling with energy. Ooh. Okay, like I said, I've played a few of this, and nobody else has seemed to have any energy problems with it. Anyhow, let's keep going. Quite like some of these resurrection decks coming up. I'm going to try a Groundbreakers one and also a Sport one later on. Could be quite interesting. So the Door to Hell is pretty good. That's going to get our Pyrolobus Fumari card burning, which is what we want. We can just hold that one now. Don't forget that Bitter Oyster you want to get round as well. He's going to save some energy there from Neutrino, so he should be good to go out next. There's a good score there by him. 292. We've got over 300, or nearly 300. 93 in front. Now is a good time to play that Bitter Oyster. Let's get him out, I guess. And Microplasma is really good, actually. And let's do Bitter in the middle. Let's just make sure we hit something with our Microplasma card. As it is minus 50. It's a great card, actually. 2 for 92 already. Oh, and that 50 is going to really help us keep in this game. In fact, it's really close. 276, 240. We were 93 in front. We could go 2-0 up here. And I do like using Cockatrice as well, because he does lock up a couple of cards. Gives you a good option. E. coli. And what should we go with that one? Maybe 4-3-3. These cards starting to get really good now. Sigilium Di, interesting. If your deck has 3 under the Microscope cards, your funky fungi cards, and vice versa. Really good card, that one. Looking good, 2-0. I think we're going to play another game after this. Like I said, I've run into so many people playing similar decks. I haven't seen anybody playing this exact version yet. And all those new cards today really kind of steer you towards it with the arena boost. 303. Hydra, hopefully we can lose this one. Oh, I don't think we're going to. No, that's a shame. So you do want to lose the turn with Hydra because then you get the extra 30. Not the end of the world though. 79 in front. I think we might be able to go for it in a minute. Go big and beautiful. It's a nice buff. Yep, there we go. It is 20 from that Stentor card on all of your under the microscope cards. Let's see if we can lock something up here. 2, 2, 4. Oh, that's a good score there, Taco. Taco Kuspusi. Really cool name. I don't know where everybody's got that question mark deck holder from. It's really nice. I haven't got that one. I really like it. It's good. We are 50 behind. It looks like we might go to round 4, possibly. Although we can go for it. Should we go for it? Oh, we got some big cards here. Let's go for it. We can hold our Pyro card just in case. Oh, this is going to be close, but not quite close enough. Well, I did hold back on that Pyro card just in case. But that was still a great score. This deck does get super strong. Okay, 1-0. Seen a lot of people playing at Groundbreakers as well, actually. And it hasn't been that good so far. I did lose one game, I think, to Groundbreakers. But I think I've beaten it on my journey to Dragon quite a few times, actually. And here we go. Let's do one more game then. See what we can do. We'll give you the deck code very shortly. Meep Frog. Hello, Meep Frog. What a cool name. What a cool name. There we go. There is a deck code KQW9RX. That's for my version of the Under the Microscope. And it does work nicely in the league unless you come up against Drain Inflation. Looks like he might be playing a Life on Land. I've seen a lot of people playing Life on Land decks. Oh, here we go. This will be a good challenge, actually. Okay, we need to be careful here. Where is our Arena Boost? Round 3. That's not too bad. I prefer it round 4 or 5. But round 3 will be good. Right. So, Bitter Oyster, Dwarf. Let's go with Bitter Oyster in the middle. And maybe Hydra. Let's put that on the left. Oh, no choice there. 2, 3, 4. Should we just go with those 2? 3, I mean. Oh, Koala. That's a great card. He's got a good deck. Meep Froggy. Really nice deck. With your little dragon in, no, your dinosaur sleeping in his little bed. Deck code, by the way, did I give it to you? KQW9RX. 137. It'd be nice to win this first round because his deck will get stronger and stronger. If we can win this one at round 3, then we might end up going to round 5, which could be quite interesting. Oh, we've got enough. No, just maybe. Just 2, 3, 1. Wow. 1-0. That was close. Well played, Meep Frog. Luckily, we played Cockatrice, so we can lock up on one of his cards. Hopefully, that will muck up his rotation a little bit. You could probably take one of those mythical creatures out and maybe put something else in. Maybe another science buffer. But I do like Dwarf and I do like Cockatrice in this deck. And the energy costs are really low. So, like I said, you don't have too many problems with the energy. If you can get Neutrino in the right place. And don't run into inflation. Oh, well played, Meep. Okay, he is going to storm ahead here. Really good deck, isn't it? That Life on Lands. That's been a good staple deck in low energy for well over a year now. That deck has been rocking and rolling. It's a good go-to deck when energy is really low. But I think with this resurrection, with a few of these new cards, there are a few other options out there. Stampede. Nicely played, Mr. Frog. Okay, so now we're probably going to lose this round. So we're probably going to win the next round because it is 100 arena bonus for our Under the Microscope cards, which would be awesome. And what should we do here? Let's not get too carried away. 355. I don't think we're going to catch him. Nowhere near. Well played, Mr. Frog. Meep Frog. Really good. Don't know what a Meep Frog is. Is it such a thing? Meep Frog? Maybe it's his name. Do let me know if you ever watched this video what Meep Frog is. Sounds quite cool though. Not Leapfrog, Meep Frog. Okay, so now we've got our Oakfield Blob in a nice place. And we've got 100 arena bonus. So let's go for it. 665. That is good. We can still keep hold of our Pyrolubus Fumari card. We're probably going to need him either in the next round or the final round. 287. We shouldn't have a problem here. So this is about keeping our cards in a good order. Oh, we want to win though. So Neutrino. Probably Scarlet Elf Cup actually. And Dwarf. Just to get that extra boost. Yeah, good move. Looking good so far. He's keeping up with us at the moment. We're only 200 and something ahead. Or maybe 300 ahead now. Yep. Bitter Oyster. 308 ahead. You got a nice buff as well. Oh, Cockatrice is going to be good. So I'm thinking Bitter Oyster, Cockatrice, and maybe Microplasma. What do you think? Could be good enough. I don't think he's going to catch. Oh, he got close. He got very close. Lucky for that buff on Bitter Oyster. I thought we were far enough away not to worry. I mean, we're okay. We won by 200. Well played, Meep Frog. Okay, 2-1. So we do have a choice now because all our Under the Microscope cards are going to come round. They should buff up quite nicely. There we go with Daughter Hell. It's possible we can steal it here. We've got a really big score. I've played in the left. Let's play Blobby in the left. Daughter Hell in the middle. Oh, yep. Let's do that one. Funeral Bell 522. Oh, come on, come on, come on. We're going to have a nice little lead here. He has played Stampede. We need to be a little bit careful. But we have got massive cards now. Really good. I'm feeling quite confident here. Look at that, all green. We've got to go for it. E. coli. That's a nice buff as well from Lichin. Let's just be careful here. 461. Oh, my word, my word. 527, well played, Meep Frog. 461, we've got about a 70 lead. 71 lead. I think we go for it here. His deck could be super strong and our cards are really strong. We're never going to have a better chance to steal the game. I don't know what's our best play. Let's have a quick look. Maybe that one. That one and that one. 777. Lucky sevens. Oh, unlucky Meep Frog. That was a good game. Nice deck. Really good game. But there we go. That is my Under the Microscope League deck, code KQW9RX. I'm sure everybody else has got a slightly different version. So do let me know in the comments what you are playing. I'm quite interested if there is something that I've missed in this deck to make it even stronger. Anyhow, thanks for watching, guys. We'll be back soon. Don't forget, we've got some big live streams coming up in a couple of weekends' time. So look out for them. And in the meantime, have fun, take care, and we'll see you soon. Bye.